I know this seems silly now in the world of instant, on-demand everything, but when I was a kid, they would show The Wizard of Oz on TV once a year. And as kids, that was a huge deal for us. We looked forward to it for weeks. And if you missed it, oh man, you had to wait a whole year for it to come back on TV again. So really all I'm saying here is that a year is a long time to wait for anything, whether it's something as silly as Dorothy and the Witch, or whether it's something really significant, like, say, your next appointment with your neurologist. For someone with MCI, you can wait months for that first visit with a neurologist and then have to wait a year to see the neurologist again. So you really want to be ready for that visit to get the most out of it. And that's what I want to talk about today. Hi, I'm Tony Deering of GoCogno.com, the website for people with mild cognitive impairment. If you have MCI or you're dealing with it in your family, I don't have to tell you how important that first or next visit with the neurologist is. People spend months anxiously awaiting it and stressing out about it, and I want to make sure that you get the most out of it. So today I want to share with you 3 resources to help you do that. Number 1 is this excellent resource from the Mayo Clinic. It has put together this helpful resource guide that shows you what to expect from a visit with the neurologist and how to get ready for it. You can see some of the examples here. If you don't already have this tip sheet, you should get it and familiarize yourself with it. And there's a link to it below. Tip number 2, familiarize yourself with the treatment guidelines for MCI and be prepared to discuss them with your neurologist. Almost undoubtedly, your neurologist belongs to the American Academy of Neurology, and the Academy has an official set of treatment guidelines for mild cognitive impairment. There was a period of time, way too long, in fact, when these guidelines had become out of date. The Academy went more than 15 years without updating these guidelines. Fortunately, that's now been rectified, and the Academy has actually updated the guidelines twice in the last 3 years. So the current guidelines are complete and up to date and reflect the very best, latest thinking in how MCI should be treated. Now you want the best possible treatment, and I want to make sure you get it. So I put together this MCI treatment checklist, which you can sign up for and receive. With it, you'll also get my weekly brain health email if you're not already getting it. Both are absolutely free, and there's a link below. Finally, here's tip number 3. As you're preparing for your visit, make sure that you have someone, ideally a spouse or family member, who's available to go along with you. This is really important, and to understand why, I encourage you to read this post from the blog of Virginia Lakin, who has MCI and blogs about it. This recent piece is a guest post written by Virginia's daughter, describing a visit that her mother had with a neurologist and why it was so important that the daughter was there too. I'm including a link below. So there you have it. 3 top-notch resources to help you prepare for your next visit to the neurologist. How about you? Do you have any suggestions or tips to add? Let me know about them. Add them to the comments below, or send me an email at tonydeering@GoCogno.com. I hope to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Until then, as always, be kind to your mind.